Hi and welcome.
Hello,
Yes.
hello.
So we are here. Pat, dude, run the intro, brother.
All right, all right. So I'm just going to read the same intro that I always read. And this is called Growth is the Choice podcast. Growth isn't automatic, it doesn't just happen because time passes. It happens when we recognize the patterns shaping our lives and choose differently. This is Growth is a Choice, where we explore self awareness, integrity, and the quiet discipline it takes to move forward. We're not here as experts who arrived, we're documenting growth in real time. Let's begin. And what I want to do first is introduce our guest that we have here today, who's our buddy, Johnathan AKA Makya. And that would be his artist name too. And he's a guitarist and singer. And hello.
What's up, you guys? Yeah, I obviously Jimmy's not that guy. I'm no, yeah, it's Makya. I just actually came back from doing a gig today. It's been a long day, but honestly, been looking forward to this like the whole week. So thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah,
It's been
yeah,
a lot of
yeah.
fun. Wait, am I actually the first guest here?
Yeah, you are.
Oh, that's
You
sick!
are,
I'm the first
yeah.
guest. Yeah, you guys remember that? Yeah, put it on the books, guys, for sure.
Yeah. And we recently, I recently met Jonathan. We hit it off. He comes over for dinner when Jimmy cooks a lot.
Oh yeah,
so.
dude. It's like honestly, we live like in a sitcom show, dude.
Yeah.
It's like Seinfeld, dude. Yeah. You know, it's funny. Like I don't.
Cheers.
Yeah, one of you guys for sure is like Jerry, and you guys have to figure out who's Kramer. I'm not going to name that. Definitely George Costanza, because I think of like unimportant things and complain about everything.
I can do a little Kramer sometimes. I understand.
The walk into the door
You know, for a hairstylist,
swing
but
the
that's
door
kind of
open.
crazy though, because like Kramer's got crazy hair. You're a hairstylist, bro. You'd think that like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's kind of ironic. Yeah, like, I don't know. Yeah.
Anyway, so I'm going to introduce the pattern that we're going to do today. And the pattern is self-sabotage. And then I got a quote here, and then I'll ask what you guys think about it. We don't sabotage success, we protect identity.
You hear that, everybody? Let it resound. Look at the puppy's face, okay?
And this is Loki, if anybody hasn't met him.
I have an MJ glove on right now because sometimes when you keep repeating certain patterns in this world and you decide to keep moving forward, it's okay. Be forgiving for yourself. Keep going. But like I cut myself, and that's okay. And sometimes we cut ourselves doing the things.
Wasn't with a knife either, though. It was with a juicer.
It wasn't even a
It was
knife.
with a juicer. I saw it. He was juicing. And he literally just, I was like, in my head, I'm like, how did you cut yourself on the juicer thing?
with the juicer thing. Yes.
And what do you think, Jonathan?
Well, I thought he meant that metaphorically. I didn't know you actually cut yourself, dude. Yeah. No, I'm sorry. Like, wow, that's really deep. I'm like, oh wait, you mean literally?
Yeah, like,
for sure.
like literally.
So first off, I'd like to point out, I did not prepare for these points. I asked them to let me know a complete surprise. So, you know, not that these guys were trying to like backhand me, whatever. I actually requested that these would be like on point. Which, by the way, do you guys mind? Do you guys have an extra copy of those, by the way? So that way I can just, or do you guys mind sharing one real quick?
Yeah, go ahead, take a look.
And it was the self-sabotage one, right? Where is it?
Well, so yeah, and then what my quote was we don't sabotage. It might not be on there. So we don't sabotage success. We protect identity. So like we protect the ego. In my mind,
Pat's
whatever.
writing is wonderful.
Wait, so it's already different?
Yes, they are.
Because
If you want to see mine, you
here.
can totally see
Can I
mine.
see yours?
Yeah,
I just want to see the point.
yeah, right there.
I'm running on 2 hours of sleep.
Yeah, right there.
Say,
Oh, it's a quote you want to say.
Yeah, just does it resonate?
like the parentheses.
Yeah.
Very specific.
It reminds me. It reminds me. You know, it reminds me to ask Jimmy to bounce it back and forth. For me, you know what it means
I wanna put
is
this out there in
literally
the
like
world.
the reason we self-sabotage is already just an expectation of whatever, or you can self-sabotage for many reasons. You can be avoiding something, and we've already talked about avoidance before. And avoiding something is usually like you're trying to protect your identity. You're scared.
I learned that like when we do things that are new in life, like meeting people or communicating or starting new ventures, projects, hobbies, ideas, it is so natural to be like, for all that confidence, when you're looking at yourself in the mirror, getting ready,
Mhm.
and then you get to that point, and it's just out the window.
Self-doubt.
It's a thing, right? When you start something new,
Yeah, absolutely. Like,
meet
absolutely.
somebody, a new idea or whatever,
You're learning something new. Like, I'm not going to be good at this.
it's just this natural level of confidence, of what is perceived in the mirror. It just goes like out the window, and you're like a completely different person.
Mhm.
And I think that is a wonderful measurement of understanding more about what kind of matters in this world, what touches the soul or the heart or the mind, the things that matter so much to the point where we just kind of forget everything, and this natural state of this nervousness,
Mhm.
this
Which I want to say is okay. Like, literally everyone gets nervous. I don't care if somebody looks confident 100% of the time. Sometimes I feel like people say, like, you're confident to me. And I'm like, I'm not confident all the time. There's no fucking way. Like,
No, you know what's actually funny, dude? Like those who appear who actually are confident, I think there's a I don't want to use the word misunderstanding, but I think there is a confusion, at least with me, because realistically speaking, we don't know what we're doing. You know, we're
yeah.
figuring it out, and
Mhm.
it's okay to say I don't know.
exactly.
I was about
But
to
that's
say
that's the
that.
point,
I
bro. Like
was about to
that's
say
the
that.
point. Like my thing is like I think the people.
My favorite people say, I don't know.
Dude, because those people who appear confident, I don't think it's that they're confident. It's just they're comfortable with not knowing.
Mhm.
You know, and that's the big difference. It's like
Yes.
you know, it's accepting it.
I
And
love
not in a
what-
bad
I
way.
love
It's
what you just said.
because you can accept it as like, oh, you know what, fuck it, like glass half empty,
Mhm.
or like, you know, try to be more optimistic about it. You know, choose your poison. I've taken that glass half empty. I'm over that shit. I'm over it. I'm trying the other one. You know, it's fine as well. You know, but no, it's more like literally just being confident and being comfortable with not knowing.
Yes.
And being like, because realistically speaking, like
uncertainty.
confidence is very scary to misunderstand.
Mhm.
And it can be very easily turned to arrogance.
Mhm.
You know, especially with like, if you describe it to someone, like it's, I don't know, like, because the way that, at least that's the way I interpreted confidence the first time I heard it, because it's arrogance and confidence sounds like intertwined. You know what I mean? A little bit.
And like arrogance for me, like that person who's arrogant doesn't want to accept that they don't know. Like that's scary for that person.
As a matter of fact, they want, I think in my experience, that person wants everyone not to not know that they don't know.
Yes, yeah,
you know
yes.
what I mean? Which is like,
they're wearing
that's
a mask.
the overcompensating
it's a
part.
mask.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I totally agree.
For sure.
I've been saying this thing where it's like letting go of the feeling.
Would you mind if I got my paper?
Sorry, no,
Yeah, it's all good.
Of being misunderstood in this world is such a healthy thing, and it matters so much. And I know that during difficult times in our lives, especially starting new things,
Mhm.
it's very easy for us to get into this mindset to whereas we start to feel like no one understands me, like I'm forgotten, I am misunderstood,
Mhm.
no one, like that feeling is completely normal and totally fine.
You're saying it's healthy.
It is a part of any healing journey.
I wouldn't call it healthy or unhealthy. It's just like a part of it.
It just is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it just is, and it happens.
Like it exists.
It
Yes.
exists.
Yeah.
And denying that, I think, does more harm than acknowledging that it is there, because we're not here to, of course, be professionals, or it's just from my own experience, acknowledging
Noticing
when
it.
it happens.
Yep.
We talked about this in the past, awareness.
Yep.
Which is hard, man.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
a lot of people don't want
to.
it. A lot of people don't want to accept that. Or if you're aware, though, like what I like to say is, you can stop that loop. You can stop the same. You can literally
try
like
to,
in its tracks,
and it's okay. And the imperfections matter.
You can just be like, it's okay to be
totally
uncertain,
fine.
or I don't know, or whatever. Even if it's scary, you can like do it quicker and quicker and quicker and quicker and quicker every time it comes up.
Do you guys think that?
So you don't live in the anxiety.
Because awareness is obviously there's definitely a goodness in terms of execution when it comes to awareness. Do you guys think that there could be a certain level of it being unhealthy in terms of being aware? Do you think there's a thing to being too aware? Like, you know what I mean?
Overthinking.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at.
Yeah. So, and we've talked about it too, like overthinking. But then that's something that you need to be aware of as well.
Ironically.
So I'm like, round and round we go, right? Like, so being too aware to me doesn't make sense. Like, you should just be aware, right? Like, too aware would mean that you diverted from just being aware of something, being aware and okay with something, right? Like versus like I know I'm overthinking. It's going to make me overthink more. Like, okay, so then how do we stop that? How do we like not have that continuously occur? Like, how does that?
It's funny because, I mean, I think I can speak for Jimmy. Like, the one thing we do have in common is like me and Jimmy are definitely both overthinkers. Like, it's. I mean, it's not completely bad. It's not inherently bad. Like we talked about. Like it is what it is, and it's great in terms of like planning stuff, and it's a great defense mechanism until it's not. But
tell me more.
It's funny though, because there is a time where it's like, because being aware is not our weakness per se, because
it's never. I don't think
it's not. But there is a time where, I mean, it's kind of, you kind of know. Like I think the awareness part we need to be aware of, like me and him, is like, all right, is this taking a toll on me? It's like,
yes,
all right, you know what I mean? It's like, all right, I should have gone to bed like 2 hours ago.
You took a step back and then started observing. Like,
Yeah.
so that's the awareness that I think is like, just, it would be great. It's good all the time.
Yeah.
If you can take a step back and just like see that that's occurring.
Yeah.
Which is really hard for most people, because when you're in it, you're in it. Like,
that's,
when you're overthinking, it's really hard to take a step back and be like, am I overthinking?
Well, that's why, like, no, dude, that's why it's funny, because what I always try to do, I always try to see myself in a situation in third person instead of first person.
That's really good,
because it's like, because
the observer.
In my experience, it's always been easier to give advice than to like take our own advice, right? Like when you see your friend go through struggle, and you talk like to him like, dude, why don't you just do so and so, right? Like just do so and so, and then you're in the moment, you're like, oh crap, yeah,
this
like,
is what occurs.
That's a little harder,
It's almost like the unsolicited,
and it's funny, even by saying just do yourself third person, I'm not just saying, oh, just do it, because that takes a practice on its own. It's because it's funny, because me and Jimmy do have this habit of wanting to take care of things, right? Like in the moment, it's like, it's got to be now. We got to no. It's like
I'm like that too.
It's just, oh, are you?
Yeah, I am. I mean, I've worked on it, but like, I want things to be squashed real quick. Like if something, even with my girlfriend, like I want that, and she's not the type, right? Like, so I've accepted that. Like, she's not the type to just want to talk about something right away.
Yeah.
Even if I want to squash it right away, and I know that we could squash it right away, if she's not able to do that, like I've always in the past needed, and it'll cause more problems.
Yeah.
I'll get frustrated. I'll, whatever it is, because it's just, I'm not taking into account her point of view. I know it.
Yeah.
Like, and that's what you need to accept, that everybody's not the same. Also, everybody's not on the same, part of their journey. Not everybody's even trying to grow necessarily. Right?
Yeah. It's kind of, I guess it's a coping way of what I'm about to say. It's definitely a coping way of seeing things, but you could say it helps us exercise restraint, because it really does. Like you could treat it that way,
What's the saying? Patience is a virtue.
Yep.
Yeah.
I always say that one. It's really hard to learn.
It's practice. Don't you stop. And if you fall, it's okay.
Yes.
Pick yourself back up. Keep on going. Keep on trucking along. No one asked anybody to be perfect.
Just keep on swimming, dude.
Yeah.
Just
jump into that pool.
From the philosophizer, Dory.
Finding Nemo. I love Dory, because Dory just like goes. That was a great example. Like, Dory is like confused all the time, but shows the utmost like, I'm gonna do this thing, and like, honestly, she's swimming in uncharted territories all the time.
Oh, do you guys mind me asking a question?
Yeah, no, go for it.
Okay, that's actually a good example of that's been on my mind like the past, like actually like a few years, and I've gotten different answers for this. Do you guys think that people who are intellectual could be just smarter? I don't know how you would define that, but like, who just happen to be more insightful with, just subjects. Doesn't have to be in terms of school, just like whatever, they're just more conscientious of things. Do you think that they tend to live a sadder life than those who are just, like not as much thinkers? So for example, like the movie Nemo, I forgot what was the dad's name again in that movie?
Marlon.
Oh, Marlon.
Marlon, really,
yeah,
good memory. Like for example, like Marlon, he's obviously got like a bigger set of tools in terms. He's got more sets of tools in his brain more than Dory for sure. But like
experience. I mean, it helps. Sitting.
I mean, he's like he's like smarter, right?
Mhm.
Is what I mean. Like versus Dory,
What's
like
smarter? I feel like if we define what smart is, like it could go so many different ways. Like if you mean like in articulating.
That's what I was trying to like be careful with earlier because I try to avoid that word because I don't know how to define that. I just
somebody might seem smart, but
Yeah.
like if we had to go do an IQ, I don't even know if an IQ test to me it perfectly tells me if someone's
No, it doesn't
smart,
perfectly. For
right?
sure, it doesn't.
Like, it doesn't.
It doesn't perfectly tell you.
Rule it out.
Yeah, because everyone's like smart in,
Yeah.
There's
in
multiple
what they
Because-
like to do. I want to say. Like,
Okay, like pretty much. Do you guys think that people who think about these problems more, like the subjects that we're touching, do you think they happen to live a sadder life more than the people who just don't think about these things and they just live their life?
I don't know if I would say sadder because, like, for me, like, yeah, I sit in my reflections. I sit with pain. I sit with suffering. I don't just ignore it and go on with my day, right?
Yeah.
So, like, in terms of that, I probably suffered a little bit more than somebody who just woke up every day and just, went to go do something, and then that was it, and then, come home, right? Like, if you had to do the measurement of time, like, I've sat with my pain probably longer.
Yeah.
I mean, but I don't think that would make me smarter. I just think that I've spent more time
I guess
there.
more conscientious is the better word. I don't mean to say smarter, like per se. It's more.
I know what
it's
you
more.
mean.
Yeah, just more aware. What we're talking about.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
actually the word I should use.
And it helps me. I realized when I would do that, though, like I could get through that thing, and then it would come up less and less. And then when it did come up, I could notice and like do something about it instead of just, like I like to go with the flow too.
Yeah.
So like I like waking up and doing my routine and whatnot. But like when things do come up to like roadblock me or obstacle or whatever, then I can go there and like I'm like, okay, now I got my tool set.
But you're honestly
So what you're talking about is that's why I stepped away.
Oh, that's actually smart.
Right? Looks like
Chopstick?
it's a chopstick. It's a
That's
chopstick.
awesome.
You
That's
know,
awesome.
We're at Benihana's. We're trying the
Is that a chopstick?
black sesame protein. It's a chopstick.
That is super funny.
I was like, dude, that looks legit. I was like, wait a minute.
That is legit. It is. So now we got a mic.
We have our
We got
connection,
official-
dude.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Oh yeah, dude.
What you're mentioning, there's a ton of studies on that where those of which who experience depression or overthinking and worrying, how do we measure happiness or success?
Mm-hmm.
Is success based on popular belief structure, as in like
We've talked
what's
about it
going
before.
on? Is happiness based on what we choose that we can record?
That's what I think.
Along with
A little bit
sadness.
more.
So awareness, reflection of our own happiness and sadness, and the practice of it is so important.
Mm-hmm.
So when people ask, how do you feel? It's actually a very big thing that's like a heavy hitter in this world.
Mm-hmm.
Like things that we learn from children's programming,
Mm-hmm.
like sharing is caring. It's so simple. At the same time, it's so complicated.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm trying to get at is being more aware of our own happiness and our own sadness. A lot of times when people have that awareness and can even start to record it, sometimes feeling overthinking down, there are studies that show that there is more progression within life, where there will be more actually health, even despite having lower mental health than because you can be happy and very unhealthy. You can.
Yeah.
There is that possibility, but there are studies that show that overthinkers or those.
How do you measure happiness?
That is the
because somebody
hard
who's
one.
jolly in front
That's
of
the
people
hard
isn't
one.
necessarily happy. Like, so
What
I
would
would
you say that again?
somebody who's like jolly in front of people, right? Like
Sesame chicken.
like an extrovert.
Thank
You know, like somebody who's like a super extrovert, like they're always bubbly. Like nobody knows what's under the surface.
No.
When they go leave that group of people or whatnot, whatever they're portraying, right? Like unless that person really is when they go home the same exact way, then there's no way to measure it. So I think happiness is a temporary state. I think content is actually a better way. The consistent like, you know, you're staying in a stable like is more of what I think.
It's steady. Well, that's why, like, if I may jump
It's
in,
more
like, no, dude, that's like, so when I had a conversation with my brother about that actually, because my whole life is, I'm pretty sure many people are guilty of this. We were, I don't want to say trained, but I know we were definitely taught to chase this idea of happiness.
Yes.
Right? Like, thanks, Disney. Yeah. Like,
Programming.
No, seriously. Like
It's an illusion.
Dude, we were taught we were taught in fucking school to reach for the stars, climb the mountain, and after you climb that mountain, you climb another mountain, and you're literally taught. Sorry, Loki, but taught to, you know, like a dog chasing your tail.
Yeah.
Not that you do that,
a
Loki.
loop.
But no, it's what it is, and it's like the idea of being content. It's like, you know, it's more steady, and the thing is, when I've talked to people about that, not everybody, but you know, like a quarter of the people, they don't like that idea because it sounds so depressing for them. And it's like, okay, so if you were to put it on a graph, like you just mentioned, content is, you know, way more stable versus like this idea of being happy. It's like a roller coaster, right? And that's the whole thing. Like I talked to my brother about it, and he's like, well, that's the whole thing, is that's why they call it a happy high. Yeah. Literally, like you get high off of it. And that's the thing. It's like in my experience before, I'd say when I was like, I don't know, 16 or something, you know, you'd feel that feeling, and you want to feel it all the time. You know, you're not aware of it. I wasn't aware of it. So it's like, well, dude, if I'm not feeling this, that means I'm not happy. You know, I'm not happy with my life per se. I need to feel like this 100% of the time, which is like, but next thing you know,
it is literally impossible.
It's not possible. It's like, oh wait, you do some studies, or not studies, but you just learn a little bit. You're like, oh, happiness is an emotion just like sadness. You don't feel sad all the time.
You know who feels happy all the time? Somebody who literally, it turns into a drug addiction, right? Like, I'm going to be out. That person was high for like, you know, whatever. He was up here for like months and months. And then, but no matter what, he's going to stop taking those drugs and just way past
That's
down.
That's going to be a big crash.
Yeah. Exactly. But like that person thinks that like the, you know.
It's the over positive.
It's but like what you said though, like,
because like
wanting to stay here, it's like that doesn't make any sense.
The happiness feeling, you know, it can only last for so long.
And that doesn't mean dismiss it. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut off. Like, obviously appreciate it when it's there.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to dismiss. Sorry, I didn't mean to.
No, totally fine.
And definitely appreciate it when it's there.
Because
I feel like we should appreciate
our own emotions, feelings, and even sadness sometimes. Because telling someone to be like, stop being sad, and just keep smiling.
Oh, okay.
It does way more harm than it does.
Yes, I agree with that.
Way more harm than it does good in this world. You know, and you know, it's like, I don't know. It's just like, hey, what, you crying?
Yeah.
Be quiet.
Yeah, totally.
Because
suck it up.
Because if you keep doing that, you know what's gonna happen?
Dude.
You end up like this guy who's talking like this all the time. Just like just feeling like he's always constipated.
That sounds like a heart attack in 10 years.
Sounds like a heart attack in 10 years.
Super stressed. And I feel like those people are usually saying that because they want to be like, you know, like your parent would tell you that because they don't want you to be perceived by others as like weak or something. It's always like, it comes back to like how other people perception, like if you really do care. I mean, I do care about my perception, you know, from others. Like I think everybody does. We all have egos. Like I think it's like the noticing of like when that's humans, doing you harm.
That's humans, yeah.
Like people pleasing, like, right? Like 100%. Why are you doing that if you're getting like negatively affected? Like if you really think about it, I people please because I want to make others happy. Like probably that's not. Come on, that can't be true. Well, I'm sorry. What about your own happiness? Like,
I used to have this theory that everything we do is self-serving. So when we please people, it's to like please ourselves. Like in the end of the day, like so for instance, like a people. Yeah, like I mean, I don't know. I remember I tried to make a graph out of this and not turn out great. Because you ever heard like, you ever have those moments you're like, dude, this is going to be like legendary. You draw it and you're like, ah, damn, this.
It didn't come out
Yeah.
quite.
No, not quite. It did not come out at all, dude. No, it was bad. No, but it's like the idea of like, so people pleasing. Yeah, you like please somebody else, but it's at the end of the day, a people pleaser would do something to prevent
avoiding
disapproval of anything.
Yep.
It's not.
Yep.
Sometimes it's not even chasing approval. It's actually avoiding disapproval.
That's correct.
You know,
I feel like that's 100%
when you
correct.
don't get disapproval, that's your sense of peace.
Yeah, you're avoiding.
That is
Because that's
like-
that's the whole thing.
That's the number. I was about to say that.
That's the whole sad part.
Disillusion.
Because it's the whole fucked up part. Because it's not even that like. I mean, sometimes, but I there's a chance that it might get to a point where you like rely on people's appraisal so much to the point where that it's not even that their approval brings you happiness. It's just you're more worried about the negative income of it.
Yes.
The opposite of it. You know what I mean?
Like just like if you start thinking about scenarios, like I try to like not think too much about scenarios, right? You could have a worst case scenario, best case scenario, but even if you're thinking that way, you should probably just keep an open mind that like all of this exists, right? Don't
wait. What do you mean? Sorry.
Like you could always have the worst case scenario, and it's not that bad. You can always have the best case scenario,
dude,
and it's not that bad. And like it really, it's always there, right?
Yeah.
So to be like scared of like the worst case scenario, like that's causing me to, or maybe you're just trying to inflate the chances or probability of you getting the best case scenario. That's not necessarily wrong either. But at a certain point, when you're people pleasing, right? Like if you had a graph, like at some point there's like you can people please all you want. Like I'm not even going to say it's bad. I'm going to say it's bad when it like crosses like your like energy. You're abandoning your own values. You're breaking your own boundaries.
Oh yeah.
Like so, there's like a point where like so it's like okay, and
it gets to an unhealthy point.
But if you can like notice when you're gonna hit that point,
you feel it. Everyone feels it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so when you start
like
ignoring that, I feel like it's a problem.
Yeah. No, it's that's
a defense mechanism. Like that's what.
Yeah, it actually is. What do you think, Jimmy? Anchorman Jimmy.
We're gonna run it. Keep going.
All right. No. So what I did want to say, that was very good conversation. I was gonna say, so what I had here before you said avoidance, which I thought was great. I had, what it ends up doing for us, we do when we self-sabotage, so that when you're in that pattern, you're gonna procrastinate. I have here, you're gonna be inconsistent. And then the avoidance, and then it kind of all three go like kind of together, and you'll see them come up. If you just notice that you're procrastinating and you think about it, you might be self-sabotaging. It might be something else, but it's usually probably a fear of something like we were talking about right now.
Procrastinating, yeah.
Like procrastination
and fear.
I don't want to do that thing. If you thought about why you don't want to do that thing, it's probably because you're scared to fail maybe at that thing, or like if somebody goes, I just don't like people, and I go, well then why don't you like people? You probably had a negative experience.
Yeah, that's why some people in this world, they say things like stop asking questions.
Yeah,
but at the same time, we did talk about this. Yeah, Makya or pockets. We'll come back to that one. That even overthinking also can be it too, and there's only like a decider for that in your life, and it's you.
Mm-hmm.
It's you. When are you questioning not enough in your own life? When are you not telling yourself that maybe my procrastination, the pauses, the over preparations in life is just a way to cope with life, to avoid out of fear? Or it could be, what if I'm overthinking all of this to also procrastinate? So avoidance and procrastination. I mean,
you know what the opposite of overthinking is, right? And I think you've told me.
What is it?
Action.
Action.
It's literally action.
That noise just came out of my mouth.
The opposite of overthinking is doing the thing. Like if you think about it, because you're not going to be overthinking when you're doing the thing.
You know what's funny, dude?
Sorry, that was a weird burp for a moment.
We have carbonated water here.
Yeah, that's funny, dude.
Wait, what did you say?
We have carbonated water.
Oh yeah, I thought it was Cardi B water. Yeah, because you know she makes that one noise. And never
She makes
mind.
a lot of noises, bro.
Hey, okay.
Does she not? I'm sorry. I'm not. Oh, that wasn't a joke. I was actually being serious. Like, does she not make a lot of noises? Like, no, that's funny though, because that was another thing that. So I talked to Jimmy about this in the past. How overthinkers. So overthinkers are a lot of the times they really lack execution, and that's the whole thing about overthinking. It's a defense mechanism. It's literally
think more.
like if you want someone to give you a game plan, or build down like a home where it's impossible for people to break it, whatever, like you want an overthinker for sure. It's just overthinkers are going to overthink the doing part is the thing, and that's the part that sucks, is because it's like you have to shut it off sometimes.
How do I make this perfect? Also, we were talking about like perfectionism. So if like you overthink and this is like not perfect, I feel like that even would be like, I mean, you could probably try and notice. Like I try, yeah, I see what you mean. Like, yeah, it's like a downward. Yeah. I mean, it's around and around we go, right? Like,
yeah.
It's never perfect.
And I'm speaking from experience, brother. No, dude, it's funny but then you have people who are. I had a friend who was the opposite, and I'll tell him, dude, no, we're like, we're opposites, dude. Like, it's funny because I'm an overthinker and I lack execution. You're just a doer, and you just don't think. So that doesn't mean he's dumb. That doesn't mean he's dumb. No, that's not what I meant. That's way different. I just mean like he gets shit done.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And it's like.
And it's not like he doesn't not think about the things.
Yeah. I mean, he doesn't overthink things. To be fair, I don't know how much thinking he puts in it. I'm not in his brain. I just.
But you know what I mean? They're
We're
opposites.
Getting close to time. Today is our first time having 3 guests. If we may, yes, we're gonna run it. And
okay, I'll give you.
And Johnathan, he's we like to call it that he's on tour today.
Yeah, he's on tour today.
He did a gig, in SD, just a light 15 seconds about the experience.
Yes. Oh, dude, it was a lot of fun, man.
Yes.
No, it was a lot of fun. My uncle's friend Clint, he has this coffee shop called Motorcycle Monkey in San Diego, and it was awesome, man. It was it's like a place where these bikers just come to chill every the first of every weekend. They're opened every weekend except the last weekend of every month. Dude, everyone was so welcoming, so friendly, dude. Like these tough guys coming up to me like, hey, dude, what's your name? So and so. Yeah, for sure. Like it, like awesome coffee, by the way.
They asked him, what do you drive? I know this man. Brother says a Prius, okay? You talk to a bunch of bikers.
That was embarrassing, dude. Like, because I came with my leather jacket and my boots, and they're like, "Oh yeah, brother. Like, what do you ride?" I'm like, a Prius, dude. Never, including myself, never have we ever laughed so hard. I'm like, yeah, dude. It's like, here's what it is, man. Like,
and they're cool about it.
Yeah,
they're cool. Like,
really
honestly,
cool.
it's I do. They invited me back next weekend. I do plan on going back. Like, if you guys are ever in the area, I recommend it. These guys are awesome, dude. Like in terms of it's almost like I told Jimmy this earlier today. It's all, I don't know if you guys ever seen this older show, Cheers.
Yeah,
it's literally like Cheers. They just go and they're like, oh hey, so and so. It's like everyone knows each other. Everyone actually has a nickname there. It's actually pretty cool.
That's actually really cool. Dude. Yeah, that is really cool.
My favorite part of the format of the show Cheers, okay? It's like when... All right, 1 second. All right. Hey!
It's Hey Norm.
You gotta... No, like when you walk in, everyone's just like...
Hey!
It's like, like...
And then you hear like the applause like in the background. Like it's like...
Oh yeah.
There's like clapping that was like not in the
no joke was made too.
They
just walk in.
And there's like in the background. No, I agree. It's funny.
Yeah, no, it was awesome, man. It was a great gig. I was recovering from a cold last week, so swollen vocal cords. So it's I struggled a little bit today, but it was fun, man. I exchanged some info with a few of the people there. I do plan on going back. It was awesome, man.
Awesome.
And you want me to run this real quick?
Yeah, run it, and then we're gonna end with a song tonight.
Exactly, that's why I'm gonna run it. So I did want to share with you the audience, though. I got a word equation for you. Self-sabotage is just protecting a familiar identity. And then I wanted to break that down a little bit. Success creates something to maintain that feels more uncomfortable than failure. And then if I expand on that, things we sabotage that are super common: career, fitness, money. And those loops happen, I think, to everyone. Can we agree?
Yeah.
And like you could say health, fitness, same thing. I would say like it just ends up occurring. It's not discipline, it's identity is what we're protecting. And most people don't sabotage because they want to fail. They sabotage because success feels unfamiliar, which is a different quote.
Oh, dang.
Growth hurts, man. You know, growing pains.
We talked
And
about
then
that
sometimes
last year.
pain can be part of the previous identity in this world. Letting go of that while receiving more good in this world, there's growing pain and the feeling of letting go. Like, no one said it was gonna be easy, and no one said you have to be perfect. We're gonna be okay.
I mean, I love the journey, you know, sometimes. Like, even when I'm sitting in pain now, like, I'm like, this is a moment that I can
respect
remember.
that,
I'm going to remember this.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I just kind of just like, I'll end up like being like,
And
it's not as bad as I think it is at the moment.
Well, it's funny because we actually made a circle, if I may, like that. Literally, it's being comfortable with it. Again, it's just like,
Mhm.
and it's not even a confident thing. It's just like we've been through it before. It's like
Comfortable
a
with
lot of it. It's just repetition from the past.
Yep.
It's our situations are recycled.
Yep.
And it's just a lot of the things. Once you think about like a lot of these life lessons, a lot of it, it's just we already know what to do.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It's being comfortable with the tough times at this point.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
I'm not saying it's easy. I'm not like by all means. I'm talking to myself at this point. Like I got to buckle down, dude.
And so I have this. I was like, your life reflects the identity you're trying to protect.
Yeah.
So if you aren't trying to protect your identity, right, then you're actually going to be more comfortable in the uncomfortable, I think, from what you just said. And then I had a point of view shift. So like if you're ever, you know, you catch yourself, you know, awareness or whatever, you catch yourself like in that pattern, less forcing, more allowing is what I have here. Or more doing, I feel like is what we came to that conclusion. If you're overthinking, for the overthinking one. And if you just like, if you're overthinking and you're just like, damn, I'm just thinking way too much about this. Yeah, just do it. Like, and I think in our first podcast, I was like trying to make it perfect. I was like, do I need a script? I was just overthinking everything. It would cause me to just like not.
I want
like, postpone,
to tell
you know?
you guys this. So we do things imperfectly, and it's totally fine. And everybody starts somewhere. The YouTube page, I was shown this last week. We are not trying to catfish anyone, by the way.
With the
Our
thumbnails.
That is not me, by the way.
Yeah, those thumbnails.
We just like,
he told me to
just
keep
go
them too.
for it.
Right? He's like,
Just
it's
do
so
it.
funny.
Just post it.
Wasn't I here when you found out about it?
Yeah, I showed you.
Dude, the way it was
Well,
so
I mean,
funny.
I had told him.
Dude, like, oh, you did? Yeah.
What's so much more important in life is like, you know, the intent of the kindness moving forward, that growth. We were just like, you know what? Because we threw it through a machine and it popped out. We did not sit there
awesome,
and go like, oh man, you know, that guy has a chill's jaw.
I'll be completely honest. I was trying to post it. I was just like, dude, Jimmy really. Jimmy and me, I agreed. I was just like, I'm doing all these things, and I'm like, dude, I just want it out there. Like, I just want the video out there. That's what I got on the first run, right? I can always change it later, the thumbnail. But
we're not gonna go back and correct it because
he won't let me correct it.
It is a part of the journey. Okay, our imperfections. Yeah.
Lots of procrastinating, I said, by the way. And we just kept focusing on, like, you guys kept focusing on the
Yeah. I see myself doing that sometimes.
Just shoot, go, you know, and figure out along the way. You know, learning is a journey. And I'm saying this more for me than it is for you guys, okay?
So we're all growing in real time.
Go ahead and look at our thumbnails.
Yeah, go ahead and look at the thumbnails. you know, compare it to what we actually look like here.
These guys have your exact same YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Like, that's
Dude,
awesome.
that was
Are you
funny.
sure?
Is it really? We just go for it. You know,
Dude, that was
just keep
so
on
funny.
going.
It was so funny. You're like, this isn't you, and I was like, yeah, I know. Like,
Well, that was awesome.
I was like, that's what came out first. I was like, I just wanted our videos out there. To be honest, our videos are so authentic. Like, I didn't give a shit about the thumbnail. I'm so sorry. Even though, you go on a YouTube, channel and it'll be like, the thumbnails are the most important. You know what? Ours are the funniest. Like, they're funny.
Yeah, right.
That'd actually be really funny if you guys got like big based on like the fake thumbnails.
Yeah,
that'd be awesome, dude. You just like.
So
awesome,
you know what I do now though? I told Jimmy, I was like, I gotta take a picture of what your clothes are. Like, I'm gonna take a picture of him right now. I'm gonna take a picture of you, and I'm gonna take a picture of me, and that's how I'm gonna make the thumbnails. Because then they come out so much better. Like, it's like I was like, you know what? Give me the same type of thumbnail for each topic, because I was just trying to upload it. Like, it's what it is. I'm just being honest.
Yeah, I'm curious. I want to know what I'm gonna look like.
Dude, no, dude, you're gonna look like you. You should see like the new ones that I like.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They come out way better. Like,
sure.
It's so much better.
We figured it out.
Yeah,
that's okay.
Yeah.
Just this time, I swear. Yeah.
Yes. We might do a parody version.
Yeah, we could do that.
We could, yeah. Later on.
So I wanted to get to your favorite part is unsung heroes, and we're almost done. Unsung heroes. So basically, what is an unsung hero in terms of self-sabotage?
So
we don't have a soundboard yet, guys.
And you want me to say mine first, or I just got one.
Please.
Somebody who is chooses consistency over self-sabotage.
That's wonderful.
Do it anyways is what I wrote here.
Yeah. For me, it's recognizing
that's hard.
Forgiveness in this world that starts first in self.
Mm-hmm.
The act of self-forgiveness, I feel the act of forgiveness can sometimes be very easy in comparison to self-forgiveness. Measuring forgiveness, I feel, to how much you can forgive yourself in this
like being hard on yourself
is a good way to see how far one can actually do forgiveness. Because if you run out there forgiving everybody, but you don't even forgive yourself, I think two steps back. And sometimes we want to go out there and do forgiveness more than do that self-forgiveness in our hearts, our minds. And if we're just running around in our head all the time, so when it comes to unseen heroes, I think self-forgiveness is so important. And
I agree.
I'm saying this more for me than it is for you guys. Hey,
it could be just like letting go of something.
I'm trying. And then that's around that. Yeah.
It was the definition of what was it?
Well, no. So we're doing unsung hero. So for me, like I was just saying what I think like is somebody who like I would admire is somebody who would choose to be consistent over doing the self-sabotage. But if we're defining the self-sabotage, I'm like, you're basically conquering a fear. You're conquering something. You're conquering uncertainty.
Or someone we would admire.
Yeah, like literally what you said earlier is what I'm going to steal it. Like the person who's willing to notice when they're uncomfortable and be uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And sit in their uncomfortableness.
That's a tough one, man. I don't know. It's
like someone who you just don't notice, right? Unsung means nobody. No wrong answers.
Yeah, that's a tough one, man. Because I mean, there's like so many like attributes that like I do admire. Like I mean, I guess the one that I mean, I guess I'll mention the one that like I've been going through. Like these guys already have heard me more than once bring it up, but it's honestly just not caring about being right anymore. You know what I mean? And I mean in terms of like, and that's not that standing for what's right. I mean in the sense of like the sake of proving, your point and like arguing and like debating, and it's like it's just
could one say actions moving towards actually feeling not misunderstood in this world, but rather maybe people can relate. Maybe people do feel, maybe people have had some of these experiences. And I feel like focusing on that has been very, very, for me, very eye-opening and very heart-calming in this world. For me.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
To correlate. moving forward.
And we're all different, right? Like, so we're all different. That's why I like that we always get different answers. Like, there is no wrong answer here.
There is no wrong answer.
And my favorite answer is I don't know. Like, I swear, I say it all the time. If somebody says I don't know, I'm like,
I gotta work on that one, dude.
Yeah. I know, right? Because you can always have an answer for something.
I don't
But
know.
like, when
It's like I would say I don't know, but I'd be lying, bro. You know, it's like they're like, okay, bro, chill. You know, it's like no.
We don't know.
Yeah. So I had one key question, and then we'll get your song. You know.
Absolutely, yeah.
I'm gonna say, so when somebody notices self-sabotage, ask yourself the question, what is my identity protecting right now? And for me, like, independence is probably mine. Like, and then looking at independence, like, that's the thing that I don't need, instead of asking for help, probably is like one big one that I find myself like being like, why am I doing this all alone? Like, do I? No, I need to go. I can go ask questions. Like, I'm allowed. Like, and everybody should be allowed. There's no dumb question in my mind. Somebody says you have a dumb question, they're bullying you, like, straight up. Like they didn't like the question. It's something with them, not you, right? And then to close, I just want to say,
and if someone looks at you like, oh, he has that, we're gonna have empathy for dumb questions also.
Yes. Like, and you don't call it a dumb. Just don't think of it.
It's like, oh, it's okay. We like dumb questions. You know?
And then when you hear it, and then when you hear the dumb question, you're like, oh.
If I call it dumb, it just means I don't understand
That's okay.
why that person was asking. I don't understand that person's point of view.
Dude, it was you said that was it?
All right, we gotta run it.
No,
please.
Resentment. What was it? Resentment or criticism comes from like a lack of understanding. What was it that you mentioned? Something like that. I forgot how you said it.
It is exactly.
That's a big one, dude.
It's a lack of understanding, like where that question.
It just reminded me of the subject.
Yeah. And then I will close right now. My last thing, okay, and then we can hear Johnathan. You're not holding yourself back. You're holding on to what you've been. Is what.
Oh shit. Oh man, that's an 18-wheeler right there.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude. You hit me with
because you can only get better, diving into that pool that you were on.
No, I'm gonna save that one, dude. That you hit me with the big rig there, dude.
I read it prior. I was prepared for this one, man, to a certain degree.
And I do want to say thank you guys for watching, and we're gonna have. Are you gonna play right now for us?
Please do.
If you guys like.
Yeah. We'll play one song.
I think it would be great.
Yeah. We'll play one song to close.
Would you mind if we swap these, Jimmy?
Not at all. Not at all. Yes.
That way I don't feel like I'm squatting. You know, like.
And choose whatever you want, like whatever song you want.
Actually, you know what? I think the song I'd do would probably be like a little similar to today's subject. A little bit about more mental health and stuff. You know.
Awesome.
Oops.
Totally okay.
Can I put this like right here?
Yeah.
Would that be cool? Yeah. Can they still hear me? It's fine.
Yes.
Awesome. No, it's so today's song is pretty much it's in war we usually give glory and honor to like the soldiers and the warriors and throughout history. Yeah, we've heard of like Alexander the Great, Genghis Khan, like all these guys, right? But we forget about literally. Huh?
Yeah.
Well, in this case, the unsung heroes are the horses.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Literally, because you never heard about the war horses, right?
Yeah.
So this song is about literally like the life of a horse, a veteran horse, after war. It could be applied to us. If you look at the lyrics, it could be applied to like how life is just getting heavy. You know what I mean? Mind you, I'm running on like 3 hours of sleep, so
you're gonna be good.
If I mess up, that'll be my excuse.
Just
a heads up.
We're imperfect here. We like to run it.
This one's called Cavalry by the Watch House.
And this is
known as Mandolin Orange.
Makya.
We'll do my best, yeah. Carry the world on my back, no more to tame. The fire in the sky didn't light my heart, the song faded. And And I stood where heroes have fallen, their names turned to stone. Yet I remain nameless, the best friend a hero has known. Now I'm saving my strength for running. These days I'm saving my strength for running. From the age of kings, where pride decided all faith. Long before war machines took charge and I was still awake. It was blind open blinders with young men to carry between. All the death and the glory, believing they're one and the same. Now I'm saving my strength for running. These days I'm saving my strength for running. Yes, I carry the world on my back, no more to tame. Where the sword and the shield perch upon saddles and reins. But the stampedes of thunder, the cavalry's charge leads me now. The yellow lights will come, but I cannot follow you down. So I'm saving my strength for running. These days I'm saving my strength for running. I said these days I'm saving my strength for running. I said these days I'm saving my strength for running.
Woo. It's so good.
Thank you. Appreciate
So
it.
good. So good.
Thanks
No,
for having
and
me
thank you
today,
for
guys.
doing
It means
that,
a lot.
yeah.
No, thank you for having me, guys. It's been a lot, man. I hope to come back pretty soon.
Yeah,
Been great.
awesome.
And over time, we're gonna figure out a better way other than sesame chopstick chicken.
I love the
Yeah.
I
chopstick.
actually like
right?
the chopstick, dude.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool.
No, we'll
It's
get a
kinda
better.
cool.
We'll get a better way. yeah.
We'll figure it out. We're figuring it out. Yes.
Okay, thank you guys.
Yes.
Hope you enjoyed.